So what is up, everyone? Today is Friday, January 30th. I'll be trading the Nasdaq like I always do. So I am coming to the session with a bearish bias, honestly, because I feel like on the higher time frame, we really push down really hard. We've traded inside of this 1 hour gap up here. I was saying that we put in an SMT at these data highs, but looks like we kind of just took those out, like violated the SMT. Yeah, so like I'd expect market open to kind of manipulate up, and then from there, just kind of come back down. But looks like we're not even opening up like a 1 minute gap here. I'm not going to take a 30-second right off open like that. There's not even a 1 minute gap here. Interesting. I'm not taking this 30-second. It's way too close to a market open. It's an interesting trade, though. I'm sure there's going to be some people taking this, I feel like. I wonder, what do you target? Data lows? Probably. I wouldn't take that. So we've traded up into, I want to say a 15-minute gap. Yeah, we've traded up into this 15-minute gap. We're delivering off of it, right? If there was a trade that wasn't on the 30-second, like if there was like some 1 minute inversion, I might have considered that, but looks like we took out Asia high and ES as well. So there's an SMT at Asia high we're delivering from. We've taken out data highs. There's data lows below, which is like a really strong draw. Honestly, I would love for us to come up, like form any form of bullish gap up here, honestly, and just invert it. Because I honestly, I really want to target these data lows. I'm not going to lie. And also, if you guys don't know what this weather model I'm trading on the side, I'm essentially doing this crazy strategy where I'm just using the weather to go long or short at market open. I mean, don't actually do this, but I'm making a video about this. But wow, that's funny. I guess my TP is almost Asia high, which I literally don't want to see get hit. So I want the SMT. You said, what's good, Tim? What's the bias for today? What's up, Kane? How are you? Honestly, I'm bearish right now, at least. I low-key want to see these data lows get taken. Like, because you can see at 8:30 we had news come out. I feel like higher time frame, like we had this huge move to the downside. We're trading inside this hourly bearish gap. I low-key, I want to see this hold. But the thing is, honestly, I could see this 4-hour gap did hold. I could see the bullish case as well, if you get what I'm saying. Because I feel like if we start trending too high up and don't give me any confirmation coming down, because honestly, though, I feel like if we were going to go short, I feel like this SMT at Asia high should start holding. Like we should start delivering down. Is this a short I can take? Is there there's an SMT at the high. It's a 45-point stop. 4 cons. So we have, what, 30 seconds? I just gotta make sure this is the highest time frame gap, because there's no 2 minute, there's no 3 minute. Honestly, if we invert this 1 minute, I might try this short. Because we have an SMT at Asia highs right now. There's data lows below that neither NQ or ES took. We're putting in an SMT like inside this 15-minute gap we're tapping into. But the only thing is, like, I would need the confirmation. I would need us to close to this gap. And right now, we're kind of not doing that. Yeah, ES is moving in the sky right now. Oh, I'm glad these are relative equal highs, not actually equal highs. This is kind of the dump I'm looking for. And I'm trying to think. The only thing is these accounts kind of have a consistency rule. So if I went for data lows, I could try. You know, honestly, I might go for high RR today only because there's data lows. And I'm also, if I lose this account, if I lose this trade, I kind of blow these alpha accounts. But I'm getting too far ahead of myself. I still got to see it close to this gap. And I also don't like what? It's tapped into this gap once, it's tapped into this gap twice, and now it's reacting up both times. Like, that's not really a bearish reaction to this gap. Actually, well, that's actually kind of a bearish close there. Maybe if this next candle can close through this gap. Okay, this is the type of reaction I want to see. Good morning. MCO2 said morning. What's up, MCO2? How are you, bro? Ooh, so we're getting to its placement I want to see. I hope we don't hit my break-even point, because I do want to go break-even when we take this low down here, and we're just dumping right now. Dumping. Let me get an entry, Nasdaq. What, this is a 55-point stop? I'm just going for 4 cons, fuck it. So, honestly, even though the close of this candle might not be the best, I feel like drawn liquidity-wise, like, I'll still take this. I just need to wait 15 seconds for a close. I prefer to see, like, a semi-decent close, though. This is really pulling up hard. I want to see it pull a little further down for the close. That's a shit close. I want to wait for a better close. It like barely closed to the gap. You said, good morning, Tim. How are you? Not bad. How about you, Samuel? Ooh, I'm so glad I didn't take that. If we get a stronger close through the gap, though, I would take it. But that, honestly, that wasn't a strong enough close for me. You said I spent time setting up OCO brackets this morning. I forgot they existed. Saved a few templates for different situations. Backtested. Tested. Hey, said made an easy green. That's what's up, MCO2. Happy to hear that. So I feel like right here, this next candle, it's probably either going to hit where my stop would have been if I actually took this, or it might deliver down. But it's looking like I made the right decision passing up in that trade, because it would have stopped me out. So honestly, at this point, like, if we're going to take out Asia highs, I low-key want to start being a little bullish. Because, like, I feel like if I was going to remain bearish, I would want to see this SMT at Asia high hold. And, like, yeah, there is data lows below, but, like, once we start trading so far away from them, we don't necessarily need to come down and hit them. Because I feel like, draws and liquidities, when they're, like, if they're, like, 200 points away, it, like, doesn't mean too much, you know what I mean? If we're, like, 50 points away, that's one thing, but... You know, I'm not going to take this, probably. This... Imagine if this 30-second happens here. Dude, this RR is so crazy. I really hope this setup doesn't happen so I don't get tempted to take it. Well, there's one that got inverted. No, there's no way I'm going to get entry on that. I'd prefer, if we can take Asia high, I'll just be bullish. Oh, and for my day ones, I don't know if you guys are familiar with my weather model account, but it looks like I think I'm about to hit TP on my weather model account. Essentially, I have one separate account where I'm pretty much just trading based on the weather. If it's a sunny day, I go long. Yep, we just hit TP on the weather model account. Oh, and you know, Nightbot says the sale goes until 129, but Alpha Futures actually did extend that 20% off sale until like sometime the end of today. So if you guys are looking at picking accounts at Alpha still, the sale will be extended for a bit. You said, good morning, Tim. How's the stop loss set in the weather model? So the way I do it, I just do a 100-point take profit, 100-point stop loss. So it's like whichever way it goes, 100 points first, either long or short. I'm trying to think. Well, I'm still at break even on that account though, I want to say, because I think I lost yesterday. Because honestly, I'm going to make the first series, because I'm going to make it like the weather model into like a series thing. So I'll probably make the first episode whenever I pass or fail this evaluation. You know, if we're gonna react off Asia highs like this, though, is there a 2-minute gap here? Oh, there's a tiny ass 2-minute. We might open up a 3-minute gap. Honestly, if we dump off Asia highs, this is like maybe one last point I could try a short at. But the thing is, honestly though, like once we get above Asia highs, I gotta start being more bullish, but you said, oh yeah, won that one too. Let's go. I don't remember if I read that one. So I gotta keep in mind there is a 2-minute gap here. We're probably not gonna open up this 3-minute. So the 2-minute gap is the highest time frame gap in this current leg. Honestly, I low-key want to take this short and ride it all the way to data lows. Call me crazy. But, ooh, yeah, I really, like, that'll be the break-even point, honestly. Ooh. Ooh, this one I really might be taking. I really might be taking this one. So this candle's going to close in like 30 seconds. If we close through this 2-minute gap, I'm going to take this short. I'm honestly going to go for probably the highest RR I've ever gone for on stream. Because honestly, this looks like, if this setup's going to play out, I think it's going to go far. Ooh, yeah, I'm getting a good close here, I bet. So 10 seconds till this candle closes. I'm probably going short unless this candle decides it wants to shoot right up. Still an acceptable close, right? I mean, yeah, I'm in there. Okay, yeah, I'm in there. Ooh, like a perfectly set stop loss almost. So I'll show my executions in 1 second. Those are not my executions. So, call me crazy, I'm going for data lows. That's not bad, actually. 888 profit on the day. So I'm going to go break even when we take... Where's my drawing tools? Horizontal ray. I'm trying to think. I could go break even here. I could go break even here. Could go break even here. Honestly, I kind of want to use discretion and make it the furthest away break even point low-key. Because, like, honestly, this is something I low-key have confidence in. Like, this is a nice trade. This is literally it's over a 2R if I hit this. And I mean, honestly, I'm not going to lie. I feel like on a normal day, to be completely honest, on a normal day, I really might just target here. Part of the reason I'm targeting here is because, one, I mean, I do think it could definitely hit. But also, if you look at the balance on these accounts, like if I lose this trade right here, I blow all 3 of these accounts at alpha. So he said, nice trim, nice trade, Tim. Appreciate that, Prin. Yeah, I should put my RR tool up for Aura. Yeah, it's like, oh, this is exactly a 2-to-1. How about that? It's a little over 2-to-1. You said trim. Honestly, I know this sounds kind of crazy. I'm actually not trimming this one because honestly, I'm really confident these lows down here are going to hit these data lows at 8:30. I'm really confident they're going to hit, so I'm not trimming at all. And also, if I lose this account, I blow the account. So honestly, how's it going, mate? Pretty good. How about you? I wouldn't even think about going break even yet. You know what I think? I'm not gonna lie. I think this is such. You said, wait, I missed it. You're long or short. Now I'm short. But I think it's funny. You know, I went out and I bought 3 alpha futures evaluations because I was like, you know what? I'm probably gonna blow these accounts. And here I am hitting a 2-to-1 a day after I do that. You said, okay, right move, I think. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I don't like that we're pulling up like this right now, but I like that we have data lows. You said not that I'm mad at. I mean, you're good. And I'm not gonna lie, honestly, even if I get stopped here, I'm not gonna beat myself up for not moving stops to break even, because like we literally did not take this internal low down here on NQ or ES, so like there's literally no reason for me to be going break even. Like, I'm hoping that maybe we want to come up and rebalance this gap up here, maybe react off that, but in my opinion, there's really no reason to go break even just yet. Ugh. You said, is this eval or funded? This is, I got 3 funded accounts I'm taking this on. I do think it's funny though. I recently just bought 3 more evaluations at Alpha to take advantage of the deal, and there's a chance I might not need them, because if I win this trade, I'll have like approximately 1,200 in drawdown. So it's like 3 trades of breathing room. I feel like 3 trades is enough to come back from. 1 trade's enough to come back from. I just gotta double check. There's no news at 10 a.m. I didn't think there was. No, there's no news at 10 a.m. You said I feel a flush coming on. Honestly, I mean, it is. We are entering into the 10 a.m. macro. So we're probably gonna get some volume here. So I'm hoping it respects that 2-minute gap I was talking about before. So honestly, if it doesn't, it's not looking too good, but damn, I might get cooked on this. You know, honestly, I really shouldn't have a stop loss because I'm going to blow the account if I hit this, so I only have like $100 in drawdown left. I need EQ this wick to save me. And if you don't know what I mean by EQ of the wick, like I don't know if you ever heard like equilibrium of this wick, like 50%. We kind of, yeah, I like eyeballed that, but we pretty much hit equilibrium of the wick like exactly. Honestly, this is like literally the last area we could dump off of and I'd still be right. Because like honestly, if we're going to come up here and break this high again, it's not looking too good. I always think it's funny though, when people ask me why are my stops so wide, it's like moments like this, right? It's like we came all the way up here. Theoretically, if this trade were to come like all the way down again, I feel like I'd be beating myself up. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, I hope this type of price action stays in January. I hope I just magically wake up February and price action is just back. I'm almost back to break even. You know, I think it's funny though, the people that trade inversions that have these tight stop losses will be getting cooked right now. That's why I like my wide stop losses that everyone makes fun of me for. I wonder if there's a 1 minute gap in this leg. There's two 1 minute gaps. We've inverted one of them. We're about to invert the second one in like a minute. I'm just looking like lower time frame, like in here. I feel like once we start inverting gaps in here, it's like we're definitely moving really bearish again. Timmy, what's up, GC Trading Systems? How are you? You said, thank God that's not equal highs up there. Yeah, that's the same thing that I was thinking. They're like relative equal highs. I know we made relative equal highs like twice, I think. Ooh, so we closed through that 1 minute gap lower time frame in here. So we're inverting all the gaps like inside here. And there's no 2 minute. I doubt there's like a 3 minute. Damn, this is some diabolical price action. You said price action's horrible, bro. Yeah, I'm realizing that. I mean, honestly, though, I'm still confident. I really think this data low is going to get hit. But it might just take a long time to hit that. It might chop for a hot minute. Oh, wait, I gotta double check. Data low is... Oh, yo, I'd be forgetting that NQ and MNQ are not as correlated as I'd be forgetting that. 752? 752.50. I like how I'm adjusting my take profit, and I'm probably just gonna stop that while doing so. The chop of death. I mean, I'm not gonna You said MNQ and NQ not correlated. What does that mean? So yeah, I have a great way to explain this. I feel like people forget this all the time. So this is the chart of NQ right here, right? If we're gonna mark out this data low down here, right? Because I was talking about I target data lows and data highs, right? So in this case, right, this data low is at 25,752, right? And the candle started at 25,821. So essentially, if I go to MNQ, this wick actually does not extend as far, right? Like 751 is like kind of down here, but the candle starts at the same place, right? Like 25.8. You get what I'm saying, right? So it's like when I'm targeting a data wick, I always say that NQ holds the higher power. So if NQ holds the higher power over MNQ, I should be targeting where it is on NQ and not MNQ, if that makes sense. But I want to go back to my executions because I'm finally in green a little bit. But the thing is, though, honestly, when either NQ or ES takes that data low, I'm probably going to full close my position. You said, what up, my guy? What's up, Dylan? How are you? You said price action doing its thing. Yeah, I feel like price action's been shit all month. Like, literally all month. You said, yeah, I got it. Mini's more volatile. I mean, yeah, I feel like... And I always think that like the mini's the one you pay attention to, if there's ever like a discrepancy. You said what trade did you take? So this right here, it's a 2-minute inverse fair value gap. So we closed through this 2-minute after we took Asia highs. Oh my god, finally price action is price actioning. Oh my god, finally. So I'm not break even just yet. I mean, don't get me wrong, you definitely could be break even here. I mean, this would be a really great place you could consider start going break even, but I low-key want to wait for this low to get taken to go break even. And from there, I'm just going to I'm going to hold my full position to this data low down here. So I'm up over 1-to-1 at this point. And I don't know, in case you guys didn't hear me saying before though, part of the reason I'm going for such a crazy take profit is because if I lose this trade, I blow all 3 of my accounts in copy trading. So I really want to get them some profit, if you know what I mean. And like today, I'm low-key confident in going for high risk reward. Like there aren't many days I'm confident, but... I mean, you know, I really should be going break even because ES did take the low. I'm not gonna lie. How about this? I'll tell you guys to go break even. If anyone copied this trade, and you should go break even, but I'm not going to because I really want this trade to hit and I want to either blow these accounts. Because I know this sounds like crazy, but I bought 3 more valuations. And you can only trade 3 accounts at once. You said you're not worried about the 1 hour being respected? I mean, I'm looking on TradingView on my other monitor. I get what you're saying, but I just feel like higher time frame we're moving bearish. So at this point, I'm hoping this candle, I want this candle to flip, and I want it to break this low over here. And honestly, I feel like once it breaks that low, it's probably going to run all these kind of stacked lows down here. But honestly, if you're in this trade, be break even here. Like if you guys are in this, be break even here. Yeah, cool. I really want to see this 2-minute gap hold. Cool. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that thing wick up like that, that's why I was saying you guys should really be break even here. Because honestly, like, edging that low and coming up like that is not, like, what you want to see. But it looks like we're probably gonna smack it now. And honestly, I'm hoping, like, there's all these stacked lows down here. I'm hoping we're just going to take out this low, and then, like, this low over here, and just go straight to the data low from there. It's so close to hitting that low. It just hasn't hit it yet. It's afraid of this low over here. Yo, why is that low not hitting? You said I took 1 W, 1 L today. I'm going to stop for now before I dig myself into a hole. Yes. Yeah, at least you're green on the day. But at least W for being green on the day. And I'm not going to lie. I feel like price action is kind of ass right now. It's a 1 hour FVG. I mean, there is a 1 hour FVG, but I feel like we're coming off of, like, was it? Yeah, we're delivering for like a 4 hour right now, kind of. Said it might be bullish trend now. I'm hoping it's not. So it's touching EQ. I mean, yeah. The only thing is there's data lows below, and I want to see the data lows get hit. So the first one was a 30-second inversion at open. The second one was a 2-minute. Oh, so you probably won on the same trade that I'm in. You probably just sold earlier. Dude, I can't believe we're all the way back at my break even ready. I'll hold this thing till stop loss. Even though it's not the best idea. You said, why wouldn't you TP at the opening low? Well, it never even hit the opening low, but I also, there's a data low below. And honestly, I really like viewing data lows and data highs as strong, like, draws and liquidity. Like, I target them all the time. So, I just want to target the data low below. You said, yeah, I had my TP on the green candle body. That's what's up. Honestly, this 2-minute inversion really wasn't a bad trade. I mean, I know it's not delivering the way it really, like, should right now, but I feel like framework-wise, it's not a bad trade. I feel like at this point, it definitely was a 1-to-1 winner. Yeah. Part of the reason, I keep saying this, part of the reason I'm going for over 1-to-1 is just because these accounts are in such a drawdown. Like, if I lose this trade, I blow the account. And I also bought 3 more valuations because Alpha's doing a sale right now. So, like, the thing is, it's like a monthly subscription. So, like, I kind of want to either have these accounts in profit and not have to worry about them and get back to evals, or just have profit or fail, essentially. I really do think these data lows could hit, though, still. Like, even if we continue bullish in the day, like, maybe we'll come down and sweep them out first. I don't know, we'll see. I could be wrong. You said understandable, but couldn't you just copy trade them with this current one? Oh, I mean, technically, yeah, I could copy trade the evals and the funded accounts together, but I just feel like I risk so small. I don't know. I like trading accounts separately. I don't know why. You said if we invert this 2-minute, I mean, yeah, if we invert the 2-minute, I'm probably good, but I mean, I also don't like how it's wicking up like that. But we'll see. I feel like internally, price action might be kind of choppy, but I just feel like higher time frame, I'm confident in short, so that makes sense. So that's why I just want to keep holding this. He said, anyways, I'm gonna head into the weekend early right now. I wish the best for the rest of the stream. Appreciate you stopping by, Uber. I hope you have a great weekend, bro. You said, oh, and guys, don't forget to like the stream. It helps him a lot. I appreciate you saying that, Uber. Yeah, like he said, though, I would really appreciate it if you guys hit the like button. It does help out the stream. You know, out of curiosity, is there anyone that took this trade and listened to me and moved their stops to break even and they're currently mad at me for saying that? Because honestly, I do feel like it was a smart decision moving your stops to break even there, honestly, but I'm just kind of being a gambler today. I like how I said that when it was in profit, and I was like, okay, whatever. You said, why did you enter that? There's a 4-hour bearish FVG and a 1-hour bullish FVG. It's sideways. I mean, we're delivering off Asia highs. We immediately inversed a 2-minute. I mean, this thing went for over 1-to-1. I'm just going for high risk reward today. On a normal day, this would have been a winning trade for me. Honestly, this is a pretty good setup. I'm pretty sure, wasn't there an S&T somewhere too? You said I took it but didn't move my stop loss to break even. So we're in the same boat right now. Ooh. I'm probably getting stopped in this, honestly. So I don't know, it feels a bit risky. I mean, I don't think it's too risky. I mean, there's data lows below. We swept data highs. I feel like we're moving in bearish order flow. You said I took it but got out faster on my Apex. Oh, okay, that works out. I'm glad to hear you got out for profit. You said I'm the only one liking your setup. I mean, I liked it enough to take it. I mean, I risked my own money on it. I mean, you said Tim, add me on Discord. What's your Discord? Did you add me already? I get a lot of requests. Are you David Kaufman? I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling to find it. You said, yeah, I'm waiting for the 1-hour FVG to be broken and closed. Ah, you're a G. Just tell me, what's your Discord username, though? I'll find you and add you. You said I'm waiting for the 1 hour. Yeah, honestly, the thing is, I feel like the thing is, sometimes, though, when I wait for, like, too much confirmation, I kind of miss setups, if that makes sense. Because, like, honestly, once we break that 1 hour, I feel like it might be too late, and we might just be coming for those relative equal lows at previous day low. Oh my god, this setup has been such a heart-wrencher. I thought I was getting stopped in this thing twice so far. And I probably still might. I mean, I still might get stopped, but... You said looks like the longest holding trade for you? Yeah, honestly, my average hold time is like 15 minutes. And this is like a lot longer than 15 minutes. When did I take this thing? I took it at 9:44. So I've been in this trade for like a half an hour. You said this guy a gem. Appreciate you, David. You said diamond hands. I mean, yeah. So what's your name in Discord, Tim? So my name in Discord is it's Tim B272 with nothing else added, because there are a million people on Discord trying to act like they are me. Like, just for reference, if someone from my Discord server adds you and says like, oh, whatever, I don't know what they say, but like, it's probably not me. I mean, I get messages all day long like, yo, someone messaged me, is this you? I'm like, no. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like if this trade loses, I might just like not even bother trying to take another trade, because his price actions are so garbage. You said, hi, Timothy. What's the difference between trading futures and other asset classes FX? Well, I mean, I feel like one thing I like about futures is they have a lot lower spread. Like, because I don't know if you're familiar, like when you trade Forex, like sometimes you'll place an order and it's like, oh, well, I got executed here and I tried to enter here. Like futures, the spread is like razor thin. And also, I mean, I just like in the US at least, I feel like futures are a lot more well regulated than Forex and like CFDs and stuff, but they pretty much work the same way. You said, got you, Tim, on the Discord. You said Fridays are asked to trade. I hate trading on Friday unless there's a very obvious trading setup. I mean, yeah, I feel like Fridays and Mondays can be like the lower probability days, to be honest. You said, I'm green on the day. Those OCOs are fire. Loving them 100%. Wish I remembered they existed earlier. It took 4 trades, 3 winners, 1 loser. That's what's up. Oh, you said, hi, Tim. I'm new here. Also kind of new to ICT. About 1 year, not profitable. Feeling, and are you profitable? I'd say I'm profitable. I wouldn't say I'm crazy profitable where I'm pulling in like 10K months consistently, or like even like 5K months consistently. But I'd say over the long scale of things, I make money. You said a fake Tim added me, then I realized it was fake. Yeah, that'd be happening. So keep in mind, I'm a scalper at heart. Yeah, I feel like when you're scalping, sometimes you don't even have the time to set the orders. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's so facts. You said the trick is don't give up and eventually everything will click. That's so facts. I would say, like, I feel like everything in life, like, as long as you don't give up and keep having the mindset that you're going to be 1% better every single day, like, you can't lose, right? Like, you might not win this year, you might not win next year, but eventually you're going to be successful, right? So I love scalping. Yeah, I feel like if you have like a short attention span, or like you like just want a quick result, right? You're impatient. I feel like scalping works out really well. He said, bro, my first trade was a winner. Took like 20 seconds to play out, way faster than my mind could even track the changes. He says, not that bad. I just seem to be good at it. I mean, especially if you're going for smaller risk to reward too, I feel like it's just easier to win when you're going for low risk to reward. Oh, I forgot to change that message, but it says that sale ends 129, but they actually extended it until today because there was like some trade of it issues going on with the platform. So you can still get 20% off at Alpha Futures if you use my discount code, which is code TIMB272. This is the chop of death. You said, what's your strategy, Tim? I use IFVG reversals and continuation. I mean, yeah, if I had to guess, based on the comment you just said, do you trade similar like the PB trading strategy, or like the mech model and their continuation model? Because if you trade like that, I pretty much trade just like you. You said I scalp because I got too much fear of whipsaw. I mean, it's honestly, it's hard mentally to see like, oh, I'm up this much. Oh, I'm back to break even. I'm up this much. But I never hit my take profit. And, you know, like a great example is today's trade, right? Like before I was up over 1-to-1, and then now I almost got stopped out. It's like mentally, that's a little taxing, not gonna lie. You know, I wonder, there's no 5-minute gap in this leg. There's no 4-minute. Is there a tiny 3-minute? There's no 3-minute. The highest time frame gap in this current leg is this 2-minute. Honestly, if we invert this 2-minute, I'm low-key going to have more confidence in this trade again. But we'll see. He said NQ is just forming a range. Yeah, it really is. You said wait for a breakout one way or the other, but honestly, I feel like on Fridays, sometimes we might just chop for the rest of the day, honestly. Sometimes Fridays be doing that. Or it might wait until like 3 p.m. Because sometimes I feel like 3 p.m. hits and we just fly somewhere, if that makes sense. But you said I should have gone for a 1-to-1. This is the type of greed they talk about in the bro, you can still go for a 1-to-1 if you're still in this. Were you the guy that said you're still in this? And you, I think you would want to say there's still a chance you could get 1-to-1. Honestly, you said considering all the earnings and price action stuff. I mean, yeah. You said a lot of people are looking at gold. Yeah, I know silver too. Everyone's looking at gold and silver lately. It's been like the hot talk. Oh, you said I use Dodgy's DD model. Yeah, he trades similar to me as well, but I feel like I'm more similar to like PB Blake, if you know him. But Dodgy's the GOAT though. You said I might hit my funded. I've only been in it a week. That's what's up. You said gold dump this morning. I hate the spread on gold and options too wide. I mean, maybe oh well, you're trading options, but I was gonna say gold futures, but options and futures are so different though. I mean, you're probably going for something different there. Yeah, I remember when I used to trade options, sometimes there'd be like a $10 or $20 spread in some of those options contracts. You said, I just like how he approaches and how he does break even. I barely lose. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the thing is, I feel like when you're like taking an inversion that's a really high quality inversion and you go break even at the most recent internal high or low, I feel like you rarely lose doing that. Oh, you said, yeah, I focus 100% on options? Interesting. I feel like if you understand options, there's nothing wrong with that. Because honestly, part of the reason I tell people to stay away from options is like you're probably familiar with like time decay, implied volatility crashes. I feel like when you're first getting into trading, like having all that at once, like learning how to trade, learning about theta, learning about this, is just too much at once. But if you're familiar with options, I feel like the upside potential is a lot higher. Because it's almost like when you're in an options contract and it starts going in profit, it's like you make more and more and more, if that makes sense. So, bro, I was looking at... Dude, GOD had $100 spread? That's crazy. You said, hey, homie, I can share your stream? I'm probably good off that. Dude, I feel like it's every single day someone comes in here and tries to, like, get me to pay for viewers. Ooh, we inverted this 2-minute... honestly, I'm not gonna lie, if I was not in a trade right now, I literally would be taking this 2-minute inversion probably. If I was not in a trade, I would be taking that. Because we closed through this 2-minute. It's the highest time frame gap in the leg. We have relative equal lows down here. There's data lows below. Oof. See it. Oof. You said, is that a bot? You know, the one who said it this time actually looks like a person because it's structured like a person. It's like, hey, I can help you. But they're usually bots. And because I also stream on Twitch and Kick. So it's always people on Twitch and Kick. I feel like they never say it on YouTube, though. But and they know they can't send links in my chat, too. So they always say, like, oh, here's my link. And they put a space in the middle. They're like, remove the space. You said check Gabe Anderson. Sweep tap inversion momentum. Interesting. I've never heard of that guy. I know a bunch of the trading influencers, but I've never heard of that one. Yeah, yo, that's exactly what I'm talking about, right? Someone on Twitch, right? It says viewers at Stream Boo, and see they put a space in the link, so it's not technically a link, and they're like remove the space. That right there is exactly what I'm talking about. But you said I owned a successful business a few years ago. At least once a week, some venture tried to sign up with them to help my business. Oh, you said, oh, I missed your comment before. You said, I'm testing Justin's forever model, like 60 trades FX replay, 50%. That honestly, that's not bad. That's still profitable. Justin Weirland's the GOAT too, honestly. Justin makes money trading. Justin makes a lot of money trading, actually. I mean, I'm up over 1-to-1 again, but I'm going for over 2-to-1 RR, honestly. I really want to see these data. You said forever model, what does it mean? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the right guy to explain the forever model, but go to a guy called Justin Weirland. Look at his YouTube. You said, brother, I'm about to call the day before I FOMO this shit. Honestly, yeah, dude, this price action is not it. Like, I know I'm up right now, but this price action is not it. Like, just start your weekend early, bro. Go enjoy the day. But if you leave now, I do appreciate you stopping by, bro. Joey said, what is this PA? This PA is dog shit. That's what it is. I'm trying to have better PA next month. Ooh, wait. Okay, so we took that low down there. So that would have been my take profit, I feel like, on a normal day. But I really want to see these data lows get taken. You said dump, dump, dump. I'm hoping. Because when either NQ or ES takes this data low, so like let's say, for example, if ES hits the data low first, I am going to be full closing early. But because I'm up like, I'm up almost 2-to-1 at this point now. So careful with a 5-minute FVG. I mean, I know there's a 5-minute FVG, but respectfully, fuck that 5-minute FVG. So neither of them, we're definitely hitting this data low, bro. We're so hitting this. Ugh, maybe it's afraid of the camera. You said, I think you're green today? I think so. I don't want to jinx it. I'm like 30 points away from take profit, but we're fucking dumping. You said take profits, Tim. I know this sounds crazy. I really want to see this data low get hit, though. Like, I know it looks like I'm fiddling over dollars here, but this data low is going to get hit. You said, I say bring the magnet. I'm dead. You know, the thing is, though, I feel like price action's so shit, I could consider closing, but Dude, I don't fade data lows. I really don't fade data lows. Data lows are like my bread and butter. I feel like I'm saying this out loud to like remind myself. Ugh. I will hold this till data lows. As hard as this is gonna be, I'm literally holding this till data lows. You said TP. Have a good day, Tim. I appreciate you stopping by, David. I'm happy to hear you hit TP. And honestly, if you're in this trade, like, and you want to close, do it, bro. Like, just cause I'm holding doesn't mean you guys have to close. Well, you're on MES. Like, I'm sorry, MNQ, I bet. Because NQ didn't hit the data low yet. I know some of you guys probably think I'm crazy right now for not closing, but I really think this data low is getting hit. You said, will it dump like crazy or what? I mean, it might consolidate for a bit. It might tap into this gap up here. But I think eventually we're going to get another candle that's going to dump to this data low. You said can't be successful if you aren't a little crazy. That's facts. Ugh. You said, I'll see you later. Good luck today. You too, Tim. Enjoy the weekend. Yeah, you too. Enjoy the weekend, MCO2. Appreciate you stopping by today. You said, like to appreciate that. Ugh. I should probably mark out this is data low. You said, what's this data low you're talking about? So if you look at the chart on like NQ, at 8:30, we had news come out, right? So there was high impact news came out and it left behind as low. And I view like data lows and data highs as strong draws in liquidity. So I think when we're trending toward a data low, I feel like we're going to sweep it. And like you can see, we did have this large pullback right here, which low-key is a little scary. But it's whatever. You said my daily bias today was hoping to see a reversal after taking range highs. Dude, am I about to get fucked? Wow. You said took a short on ES but got stopped out. You said, what the hell is that? Yeah, dude, what the actual hell is this? You're telling me you're going to come 20 points away from data low and come back to break even? You said this is the worst PI I've ever seen. Honestly, it really this. You know, I'm glad we're on the same boat. Everyone else is like, yo, what the fuck is this? You said, can't believe I hold this trade for so long. I'm done for the day. Have a good day, Tim. I appreciate you stopping by, Kane. You said you're right, bro. I hope we leave this on January. And dude, and what's it gonna do now? Imagine if this thing still hits after coming back to my break even. You said that literally happened within a second or two? Yeah. Dude, I like how it probably took me a half an hour to make all these profits on these sells. And now it just... You said I caught that green? Hey, that's what's up. How do you do that, Kayla? You said never trade on a Friday again. Yeah, Fridays can be ass sometimes. I would say this is one of these ass Fridays. So the box method? Interesting. He said make 500 and get out. I mean, I feel like I normally go for lower risk to reward, but I really want to see these data lows down here get taken. Like, I know price action is disgusting right now, but... And on top of that, if I lose this trade, I actually blow these 3 accounts. Because if you look at my drawdown, I'm down like 1.6k on these accounts. So honestly, I know this sounds funny. I just want to blow these accounts or be up before the weekend. Like, you said mine hit data low. Well, you're on MNQ. Because MNQ and NQ are different. And I pay attention to data lows on NQ. Because they're like the ones that hold a higher power. And, you know, also, like, I'm not saying these are good conditions to trade in, but one thing I think you guys should keep in mind, like, I feel like I would not be able to trade right now if I was, like, too emotional. Like, let's say if I saw that green candle shoot up, and I was sitting there going, oh my god, and, like, I was freaking out, and I started, like, changing my idea. Like, I feel like that would mess everything up. You said, oh, that's why I don't see it on my MNQ. You said down 900 bucks within 3 seconds? Yeah, that green candle is crazy. I mean, I might get stopped here too. Because honestly, this right here is not looking good. You said good thing you're break even. Honestly, you guys should be break even, but I'm currently not break even because I low key just want to blow this account for the weekend if this isn't gonna hit. You said, good thing I didn't trade today. My heart couldn't handle it. Yeah, today's crazy. You said mine hit data. That's because you're on MNQ and not NQ. You said, sorry, Timmy, looks like you're toast. I probably am. I was close, though. You should look at the bearish trend swooped under. This is the price action of doom. You said, honestly, mate, nothing's going to happen today. I think what's going to happen today is I'm going to get stopped out. You said, I thought data lows were an easy draw, and then price reacts at... I was like, cool. Yeah. Dude, price normally loves drawing to data lows and data highs. You said a bunch of unfilled FVGs. I mean, yeah, it's probably going there now. I really thought if it was going to come that low down, it really should have taken out data low. I think it's funny too. You guys remember, I was even considering targeting the data low on MNQ. And I was like, wait, no, I got to target the data low on NQ. Here we are. He said, I thought December price action was ass, then here's January. Yeah, you said December. Yeah, December was better, honestly. You said on MNQ there's a crazy wick on January 25th. Yeah, honestly, I feel like there's so many things to the downside we really should have swept before we came up. Like, it doesn't make sense there's a data low down here that we edged and didn't take out. You said, honestly, mate got cooked hard. It's you and me both, honestly. I think you're saying you got cooked too. I mean, dude, price actions. Fuck today. Oh. You said, what are the steps you have to do to get funded by Alpha? Well, on the zero plan, you can even pass in one day if you want. But you just gotta make $3,000 before you lose. It's a $2,000 end of day trailing drawdown. And then forget anything. Oh yeah, then you get the funded account. From there, you just need to have like, I want to say it's 5 winning days of 150 or more. It's either that or 200. And then if you meet the 40% consistency rule, which means like your biggest day can't be more than 40% of your total profit, you can request a payout. It explains it a lot better though. If you just go to their website, it's like alfutures.com. Yeah, I want to take a picture of me being at break even, just to show how hard I got round trip today. Oh my god, I was up so much. So market's so weird today. We're between a 1 hour bullish and 4 hour. I mean, yeah. I genuinely can't believe we didn't hit those. Like, I've probably said this a million times, but I can't believe we didn't hit those data lows. You said, do you think in the future you'll TP sooner? I mean, well, I typically do TP sooner. The only reason I'm going for a crazy trade today is because like these accounts are down like 1.6K. So it's like, I kind of want to hit a good trade to put myself far back in profit, if that makes sense. And honestly, I feel like on days where there's like a really obvious draw, I really like holding to them. Like, honestly, in the future, I don't think I'm going to act differently. Dude, there's no way it's about to come back down after doing all this bullshit. Ugh. Is it reverse? I wish it would reverse. It's wicking up here, I mean. Ugh. You said lock my account for the whole day. Yeah, honestly, don't trade this. Good decision locking your account out. Ooh, I'm so cooked. I have $80 in drawdown left. You said, but anyways, Tim, gotta go. I subbed as well, so I'll be here again. I appreciate you stopping by, and I appreciate the sub. Have a good weekend, bro. Did the candle freeze? Oh, I think my monitor froze. I gotta fix that. You said you too, brother. Appreciate that. Yo, what is this trade? You're not even gonna stop me out? Like, I know there's an SMT at the high, so ES took that high we're edging right now. So maybe like the SMT will hold us. I mean, it probably won't, but like, I can be hopeful. You know, I feel like some of the other days this week, I've been sitting here making jokes, like saying, "Oh, I'm yawning because of this price action." Like, I feel like today is the opposite. Like, I'm honestly astonished at what's going on right now. You said I can't watch this shit, man. How did you go? How did it go from way below up there just 10 minutes? Honestly, I have no idea. Like, dude, I want to know what this huge ass candle at, what was it? At like 10:34? What happened there? Like, was there economic news I'm unaware of? And on top of that, how is it not going to come up and hit my stop loss? Like, I mean, I'm not complaining it didn't stop me out, but like, you're going to tell me you ran all the way up here and didn't stop me out after edging data lows? Like what is going on right now? Ugh. You said it's going to go down again. Honestly, I mean, like, higher time frame, I do have a bearish bias. It's just like the structure internally is not showing me bearish anymore, but like, I can hope. Yo, I can't believe I even hit break even for a second. I can't even believe that. You said longest holding trade ever? Honestly, yeah. This is like, honestly, I wonder, since I started live streaming, I wonder how long my longest hold time is. Because this honestly might be it. I feel like I've held the trade for maybe 45 minutes maybe, but you said, does Alpha Futures still support Project X? Nah, not anymore. Project X is ran by Topstep, and they pretty much said like Topstep is now the only firm that can use Project X. So it's not just Alpha. Like there's literally no other firm besides Topstep that has Project X, because Topstep owns it and they want to keep it to themselves essentially. I think it was something though, because like the platform kept crashing because they had too many users or something like that. But I know there's Tradeovate prop now, which is pretty much just Tradeovate with some risk settings built in. Dude, how is this thing dumping now? Like, I'm actually confused it's dropping. Like, honestly, these are some good bearish candles. I feel like we're coming with bearish momentum again. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I gotta clip this trade. Like, you guys ever see clips of people like, oh, I'm entering this trade here, and they like, because this trade has been, I don't even know the right word. This has genuinely been one of the craziest trades I think I've ever taken. You said, let's see if you hit take profit this time, I believe. Well, I appreciate the belief, Zeke. He said one big ass consolidation. It really is. And like, if you think though, what have we done since open? Like, we just chopped, went down a little bit, came back to the same range, came down a little bit, went back to the exact same fucking range. You said this has been a roller coaster for real? Yeah, it really has. You know, honestly, I know this might sound like dumbass logic, but I feel like at this point, even if I get stopped out, I'll be like, oh, at least the trade's over. I see we tapped into a 1 minute gap. I have the 2 minute up here because like the entry is based off the 2 minute. So I'm kind of leaving the time frame up. But right now we're respecting a 1 minute gap we just tapped into. You said, seriously, I'm not in it. I'm stressing. And I think the thing that makes it more stressful for me too is like, if you heard me saying before, like if I lose this trade, I blow all 3 of these accounts. So like this is the last trade before I blow the account and you're doing this to me? He said, what beautiful price action. I love it, with a throwing up emoji. Dude, this price action is disgusting. Although we are in the 11 a.m. macro, because I always talk about like at 11 a.m. the first 10 minutes before and after the hourly open are like usually like pretty good price action wise. And honestly, I feel like the good price action literally did start happening inside the macro. You said I think it's gonna go up. I mean, well, we'll see. I hope it goes down. I really want to see, I've been saying this all morning long, but I want to see these data lows get taken. Like, you said, trust me, Tim, macro ain't doing shit. I can always be hopeful. Oh, and also, just so you know, in case any of you guys are new, after this trade, if it either stops me out or hits my take profit or whatever, I will do a full recap explaining like everything I looked at today, like what caused me to enter this trade, all my logic behind everything. I feel like it's low key kind of like my way of journaling if I like explain it out loud, and then if I look back later, I'm like, oh well, what trade did I take? Also, you know, you're saying the macro ain't doing shit. I mean, if we mark out the macro started at 1050 and the macro is going to end at 1110. So the macro might be the period that pushes me down. I don't want to jinx it, but ugh. You said I played this range twice, shorting and booking around 850. Hey, that's what's up. I feel like it's definitely been pretty range bound today. You know, I feel like today's been an easy day for me, at least, like, streaming-wise, because I feel like all I had to do is take this trade and just sit here and complain about price action all day. You said if there's any buyer, then price should push up, to be honest. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I feel like this would be, honestly, if we were going to start moving bullish, I feel like this is an area we could react from. But, like, I'm just fading it because, like, I really think we had a crazy reaction off Asia high. There's data lows below. And still, neither NQ or ES have taken the data low. But you still gotta go to work, unfortunately. I wish you all luck, man. Hopefully you get to keep these accounts. Appreciate that, Zeke. I appreciate you stopping by, bro. I hope you have a good day at work. And a good weekend, too. Yeah, I gotta leave for work. Not this moment, but that's why I'm dressed up right now. I got work later in the day. You said was taking shorts based on the 50 EMA rejection of 1 hour time frame, which means took a small risk. That's what's up. Shorts were kind of the play today, I think. You said, do you go to work? I mean, yeah, I work a part-time job. I'm probably going to leave at like 11:30 if I haven't take profit by then. But I'll be here until 11:30. I'm really hoping this thing, I feel like if it's going to deliver to data lows, I feel like it should happen in the next like 15 minutes, honestly. Because otherwise, if it doesn't hit the next 15 minutes, I could really see this thing chopping for a very long time. You said this has the potential to be a girthy ass trade. It really does. You know what the crazy part was though? I don't know. Like if you look at where my entry is, I entered here, dude. It came so close and then it didn't hit. And if I lose this trade, I'm gonna blow these alpha counts. So I was like, fuck it, I won't move stops to break even. And then it came so close to stop me out, like 2 more times. And this is like over a 2-to-1 though. I feel like we're just chopping so bad though. Like I'm not 100% confident in this though at this point. You said, bro, I'm so petty. I literally sit here all day. I don't care. I mean, yeah, no. Because there's like, I'm targeting, this is a data low. And I really feel like this data low should hit. But I feel like that's part of like in my trading plan. I stop myself with 2 trades a day. Because I feel like otherwise, I would sit here and keep ripping trades all day long to wherever I think is a draw. And some days, I'm just wrong with my draw though, if that makes sense. This thing's got... I need 100 points, don't I? 100 points is so far away. Oh, you know, this is so random, but I don't know if you guys saw, Tradeify is doing crypto now. So I don't know how that works. I wonder if they're opening like a new prop firm or like they have a crypto option. What if there's a wait list? Tradeifycrypto.co. You said just forming shit bottom wicket time. I mean, yeah, it's dog shit. I'm gonna be nosy and look at Tradeify's crypto. I don't even trade crypto. I'm more just like interested because like as a prop firm consumer, what's going on? Sometimes I feel like if I look away from the chart, it just goes my way. Dude, what is Tradeify doing? Why are they partnering with like some fighter? A UFC champion joins Tradeify? Why do we need a 2-time UFC champion on the Tradeify team? You know what that kind of reminds me of? I know there's not a connection I can draw, but I don't know if you guys are familiar with The Funded Trader, TFT. I remember they partnered with some other athlete, and they're like, oh, we got some like UFC MMA fighter that's partnered with TFT, and I'm like, what? I don't get it though. Why? Oh my god, are we actually delivering now? No, probably not. I shouldn't have said that. Amazing price action today. It's so beautiful. I wonder, there might be an unfilled 5-minute gap we're tapping into, maybe. Yeah, there's an unfilled 5-minute gap above, maybe. You said GMAT candle. Yeah, I mean, that's what... Dude, you saw... Like, this candle over here. Oh, I wonder how big that candle is. Price range. This one candle on the 2-minute chart's 100 points. Isn't that so beautiful? I feel like we keep slowly trending down bullish, and then we get these we trend down bearish, and we get these huge bullish candles out of nowhere. It's looking like this move up's getting faded, though. You said, dude, I literally got stopped break even on a trade that was up 2.5. That sucks. Sorry to hear that. Is that why we had that huge green candle before that almost stopped me out? No, 19 minutes ago. This was probably that move, honestly. So, you know, honestly, I bet if Trump didn't open his mouth about that, I probably would have hit take profit. That's what I'm going to blame this on. I blame Trump. You said now your TP is going to hit. Honestly, I mean, yeah, my TP might hit. But I'm not going to lie. I think it's so crazy to me that it came, what, 34? It came like 7 points from my stop loss. After coming in my direction, it went down like... From entry, I'm up over 100 points. And then it goes 7 points from my stop loss. You said Trump knew you were trading, couldn't let you win. The market makers. They're out to get me. I'm not gonna lie though, if this trade hits, I feel like there's certain trades where I hit where I'm like, you know, I deserve that money. Like, I worked hard for that money. Today's one of those days. Like, if this thing hits, I earned that. Oh, we're even breaking that internal low now. So I'm hoping from here, I'm hoping we start flushing now. Like, just straight down. And honestly, though, I feel like once we break this low down here, like, I think it's going to be such an easy ride down to these data lows, in my opinion. But I want to see a candle close strong, like somewhere down here. Yeah, normally, so it's 11:10. So on a normal day, like if I wasn't in a trade, I would stop trading now. But like since I'm in a trade, I just let it do its thing. I'm not magically just gonna trade because it's like getting late. So like essentially, like I feel like my logic with that though is I feel like once it gets kind of to like lunch hour, I feel like lunch hour kind of starts getting choppy once we get toward like 12. I mean, this whole morning's been choppy, but you know, I'd prefer if this 2-minute can close bearish, this candle we're forming right now. I really want to see us close below this most recent low. Yeah, whatever. Ugh. If this candle flips bearish, that would be good. I don't know if it would necessarily happen, but you said, to be honest, Tim, buyers are going to hold that price level. I mean, they could, but just the way I trade, like I really focus on data highs and data lows. And even if it looks like we're reacting, I feel like it could just be a fake out for us to come hit that data low. Ooh, this is a good close though. Like we kind of came up and we came right back down again. So it's looking like, at least internally, we're forming some bearish structure right now, which is cool. It's a good 2-minute close. Damn, this is so choppy. Unless maybe it wants to wick again and come back down. So what I'm trying to think, if I entered this thing at 9:45 and it's currently 11:15, I've been in this trade for an hour and a half, I think. Do I even call myself a day trader? Am I a swing trader now? No, I'm joking. I'm not a swing trader. That's a good close in that 2-minute candle again. These 2-minute candles keep closing bearish. I mean, they're wicking up but closing bearish. Keep breaking the lows we're forming. I mean, we're like 50 points away from my take profit now, I want to say. Almost. Like 60 points. You said nice trade, bro. Appreciate that, Banana. Honestly, I feel like this isn't the cleanest. I'm not going to lie. But it's working today. And it's still like ES still has not taken the data low. Like I would close early. If ES comes out and takes this data low, like I'll close early, but hasn't happened just yet. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like once I end stream, I'm probably gonna start screaming a little bit in like a healthy way. It doesn't even matter if I get stopped out. If I win, regardless, I think I need a healthy stream. A healthy scream after this stream. That rhymed. So we closed through that big ass 2-minute. I know there's probably other gaps, but that's a good sign we closed through the 2-minute. We're starting to get some good delivery down. Once we take out that low, like kind of internally there, I honestly think we're going to flush right through that to my data low I wanted to see targeted originally. I'm low-key excited to do this trade recap today after this hits. And we still haven't taken data low in ES yet, so I'm not closing early just yet. I am going to be watching, though. I mean, I'll tell you guys if I exit, but honestly, I think NQ is going to hit it first, the data low. You said in a healthy way, a healthy shout. I feel like it's good to let your emotions out in a healthy way sometimes. I want this thing to just hit so this can be over with already. I like these. All these 2-minute candles are closing so bearish, though. I'm liking that. We're moving with momentum in the direction I want. I need like 30 points at this point. Like 40, somewhere around there. Just patiently waiting. You know, I didn't want to say this out loud, but like, yo, imagine if we rejected back up again. I think I'd actually cry myself to sleep tonight if that happened. We haven't taken the data low just yet. We're so close to it, we haven't taken it yet. I'm not closing till we hit it. Dude, we came so close to the data low. What is this? You said it better. I think it will. Dude, we literally came a couple ticks away from hitting the data low. Dude, I'm talking ticks away from the data low. It probably hit. I mean, I think it's going to hit still. It's just crazy to see. Dude, this is... How close did it hit? I want to zoom in to show you guys this. Do you see my take profit? Do you see my take profit? Dude, it came an actual tick away from my take profit. You said get the tissue ready just in case I'm dead. Dude, there's literally no way it's not going to hit these. This actually is diabolical. Yeah, you said diabolical. You said you'll be fine, don't worry. Yeah, I'm getting emotional because I need this trade to hit, but there's no way this is not going to hit. There's no way this is not going to hit. Okay, so the 1 minute, okay, we might start reacting down now. He said, yo, what's up, bro? About to hit take profit. Give me a second. This is the edge of doom. This is diabolical. I know you guys are saying to close it out, but honestly though, like, I just want to say the data low hasn't gotten hit, and I kind of want to follow my rules. I know it sounds stupid. Dude, this is gonna hit. What the fuck? You said, bro, they teased you with bullish price? You said, what's the maximum payout on Alpha Futures Zero account? For the 50K, it's 1.5K, and for the 100K, it's 3K. Dude, it came so close. You said Tim closing out. Honestly, that low-key is facts, because I feel like it's like a slippery slope where I know in this specific scenario it sounds stupid, but like my rules tell me if I'm targeting a data low or a data high, like just stay in the trade until it gets hit. And it's like, I feel like I'm building a bad habit, and like, dude, like, yeah, here, okay. Maybe I'm not going to cry today. You said what? Yeah, it's a 90-10 split on every payout for the zero account. Yeah, correct. And I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like I always tell you guys not to be emotional with trading, but like it would be impossible for me to not be emotional right now. Like if this trade hits, I can keep trading these accounts and have 1K of profit across 3 accounts. And if I lose this trade, I blow all the accounts. You said, how do you see this data low? I mean, it's just, if you look at NQ, it's the wick left behind by like any high impact news. So like at 8:30, for example, we had high impact news. I forget exactly what it was, but we left behind a wick at 8:30, so I'm targeting that. You said move TP? Move TP to where? Oh my god, can this thing just dump now? We got a new candle forming, right? You remember that I was talking about before, I gotta clip this trade. I definitely gotta clip this trade because it literally came an actual tick from hitting my take profit. You said covered on all 3 Alpha Futures accounts? 2.5 each? That's what's up. So you made 2.5 each? So I'm so done. I would be done if I was you as well. Dude, do you see what this fucker Nasdaq, do you see what it did to me? Dude, it came an actual tick for my take profit. Like an actual tick. Well, 2 ticks to be exact. But oh my god. Can you just dump, dude? There's data lows with relative equal lows. You said that, bro, that's pretty Nasdaq. It really is. Like, oh my god. Yo. You said next week when I trade like the algos and take half Nasdaq net worth. I'm down. I'm down, bro. I'm trying to get my get back on Nasdaq after just January, bro. You said it would let me keep requesting back to back at Alpha Futures. I mean, you need like, it's like 5 winning days of $200 or more, and your biggest winning day can't be more than 40% of your total profit. Like there's a consistency rule. So if you meet the consistency rule and the winning days, you can request. Ooh, we're wicking down. I want this thing to close really bearish. Oh, this is a 2-minute candle, never mind. Oh my god, it's 11:32. Oh, I have to start getting ready to go to work soon. Can this thing fucking hit so I can go about my day? You said, and with the 5 winning days, I could maximize and get 7K. Well, the only thing is though, there's like the 50% consistent, or I'm sorry, 40% consistency rule. It's like your biggest day can't account for more than 40% of your total profit. You said a bit late for the party. Did I miss anything exciting today? Honestly, you low-key did miss an exciting day. I took this trade, right? This trade came so close to stopping me out. Like, look, it came. So at first, where's my arrow? I took this trade. At first, it comes down. It comes like 20 points from my take profit and reverses all the way back up. And then it comes 7 points from my stop loss. From there, it goes all the way back down toward my take profit again. And it misses my take profit by an actual tick. And now it's reversing all the way back up. And since, if I lose this trade today, I blow these accounts. I low-key just want to, I want to just either blow this account or have a fresh account, like a fresh eval for the weekend, like the next week ahead. So I'm really not moving my stop loss to break even, but oh my god, is this thing actually going to hit though? Did I jinx it? Can we dump now, please? It's a great minds think alike, I sure ideas. We pretty much swept Asia highs and we inverted that 2-minute. Dude, there's no way you're going to wick up. Oh my god. What the fuck is this bullshit? Yo, that's crazy. Oh. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. So that's an acceptable close for me to come back to. It might fade that whole move down though. At least that's a good bearish candle. Oh, you said, so if I had 10K on 0, could I request 1.5K back to back? Well, like I just said before, you need like the 5 winning days in between payouts, and there's also the 40% consistency rule. So your biggest day can't account for more than 40% of your total profit. So like, for example, like if you made, like you said, if I made 7K, like that 7K would have to account for less than 40% of your total profit. You said break that down. So your biggest day can't account for more than 40% of your total profit in between payouts. So like your biggest day, just do the math. If it's 40% of your total profit or more, you can't request payout. Like, you should close it now and be done with it. You know, I really could. I definitely could. Honestly, it's definitely an option. But I just want to see these data lows get hit. And it would be like a whole 400 I could make to there. I know price action is disgusting and all, but like, I feel like it makes no sense in my mind that we're going to edge data low and not hit it. Like, that's not like, it's not logic to me. You said, so I could run it on some 500 to 7. I mean, yeah, if you get like 7 days, I'm sorry, if you get like 5 days of 750, you can request a payout. You said, I'm just trying to find a place to start. Well, I mean, on my YouTube, I have some good videos of breaking down my strategy. I mean, you're welcome to pull up here and watch me trade live. I do live trade on YouTube every single morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you're also welcome. I have a free Discord. You can join that. Ask me any questions. I really don't charge for anything. You said I won't get home till 8, 9, so I'll be stuck at work till then. Yeah, I mean, honestly, though, the thing is, if I'm debating, if I start walking away to go to work, I'm wondering if I might close it before I leave for work. Dude, what the fuck is this price action? You said, bro, me and my girl watch you live every day. Hey, that's what's up. I appreciate that, JP3. You said, what sort of job do you have? I work at a bank. I'm not going to lie. Honestly, I'm going to start doing my trade recap because I really can't stay here for much longer. So I'm going to break down why I took this trade. You said, I'm not in the comments, but I'm still here watching. Appreciate that, bro. You said, yeah, I work at a grain elevator, so I won't get home till late. Yeah, so essentially, right, so this trade I took, right, so coming into market open, I was bearish. Like, why was I bearish? Like, when you look at the 4-hour time frame, we opened up this huge-ass bearish 4-hour gap, and we're starting to respect it, right? There's also, like, 1-hour gaps we're respecting. Why can I not delete this? Like, same thing on the 1 hour, right? We're coming up into this 1 hour gap. I bet if I had to guess, we probably even hit consequent encroachment, which is 50% of this 1 hour gap up here. Yeah, we're reacting off the 50% of this gap pretty well. So we're just moving in bearish order flow, right? Like, we're inverting this, like, 1 hour gap, right? And I do know you could say that, like, more recently, we inverted this gap over here. But, like, I don't know. I just feel like we're expecting a 4 hour. I was leaning bearish. So then I marked out like all the session highs. So we came and we took out Asia highs, right? So NQ took out Asia highs. And we opened up this 2-minute fair value gap right around here, right? So this is the 2-minute. We created this 2-minute gap and immediately closed through this 2 minutes, right? So that's like an amazing inverse. Like I talk about this all the time. Like I love inversions where we create a gap and next candle we immediately invert it with a strong close, right? Like the close of this candle is toward the end of it, like the body closed, right? So that's a great trade, right? I was gonna go break even at this internal low down here, but because like I don't know if you guys heard before, I was saying the alpha futures accounts. He said I thought you were a lion tamer. But if I lose this trade, I blow the account. And I know this sounds crazy, but honestly, I would prefer to just start fresh next week. I either want an account that has a balance or I want a fresh eval. I don't want an account I'm literally just like next to blowing, right? So I didn't move stops to break even. What ended up happening here was once we hit my break even point, we actually came like 7 points away from stopping me out and we ran in my direction. So why did I make the decision to hold this, right? Because I view data lows as a strong draw on liquidity, right? So if you can see, I'm at the start of the session, I marked out the high and the low of this 830 candle, right? Because we had some form of news. There was, it was the PPI, right? So we have the PPI coming out at 830. So there's a wick left behind. In my opinion, if we're going to trend in bearish order flow, this data low down here is a very strong draw on liquidity. So we inverted that gap, so I was comfortable targeting that. It's like over a 2-to-1 risk to reward. So, and I forgot to mention too, so once it came down here, I guess Trump must have said something that make it flew up here. Honestly, like someone asked me before, like, would you consider taking profit earlier? Like, honestly, no, because like, I feel like data lows and data highs, when I have like a draw I'm ridiculously confident in, I feel like I like holding until we hit that. There's like sun right in my face right now. But like in this case, I think the reason this didn't work out is because of that news with Trump, right? Like if there was not that news with Trump and we didn't go up like this, we probably would have hit this data low. And honestly, I'd say this is the right idea, right? Like this trade came really close to hitting this area. So like I was targeting the right direction, right? And honestly, like since I view data lows as such a strong draw, I really do think this is going to hit eventually. Because like this is relative equal lows as well as the data low. And also like, let's say theoretically, if ES wanted to come down here and sweep out this low first, like I would have full closed. But the thing is the data low is the draw and it's still present, right? And like, yeah, like I know it looks like I'm kind of stupid for not closing down here, but like, I feel like it's like a snowball effect where like if you start closing trades early, like sometimes like, oh, well, I'll close here and you're leaving all this money on the table. Like today, yeah, maybe I should have closed early. Yeah, I was up over 2R. Yeah, maybe I should have closed early. But like, there's literally no way I could have known that we were gonna edge data lows like that. Like over the long term, I'm comfortable holding like that. You said just gave you the like, mate. Appreciate that. Oh, and also, in case you guys see like the thing in chat, it's talking about how there's an Alpha Futures sale going on. So there's a 20% off sale. It was supposed to end yesterday, but they did an extension until like today because there was some like trade of it issues going on earlier this week. So if you guys are looking to pick up any accounts to Alpha Futures, I do have my discount code, which is code TIMB272. It'll get you 20% off until like midday today, I want to say, or something like that. But yeah, and also I also have my free Discord. If you're not my free Discord already, definitely join that. You guys are welcome to tag me anytime, ask me any questions. I can't guarantee I'll get back to you in like a timely fashion, but I do my best to get back to everyone. You said good trade. Today was an outlier day. Honestly, yeah, today is an outlier day. And if you guys are wondering what's going to happen with this trade, I know, don't get me wrong, I know this sounds ballsy and stupid. I'm literally holding this trade until it either hits my take profit or blows the account. Because like honestly, Monday I want to have an account that I either want a funded account that has some profit, or I want a fresh eval. You said good live, Tim. Thank you. Yeah, of course, Brent. I appreciate you saying that. Yes, I mean, I'll stay on for like a couple more minutes in case you guys have any questions, but I really got to start going really soon. You said, are you on Facebook or Twitter? I'm on neither of those, honestly. I mean, I'm on Instagram. If you guys want to follow my Instagram, which is TimB272, I'm probably going to post the results of this trade later, because I do post all the results of every trade I take on my Instagram. It's just TimB272. I'm also active on like TikTok and that's pretty much it. It's TimB272 on TikTok as well. And I genuinely can't believe if this thing stops me out, this is like the biggest outlier ever. And that's so crazy to me though. Like let's just zoom in real quick, right? Before I get off, let's look at this. So my take profit, oh my God, dude. It was 73. Yeah, it missed me by an actual fucking tick. Like an actual singular tick on a... So this move was... How many ticks is this? This move was 540 ticks, and I needed 541 ticks. Isn't that absolutely amazing? You said no way it edged you like that? Yeah, it genuinely is crazy. You said, what's the platform? This is Trade-Evate. You said, why didn't you manually close? Well, if I keep manually closing all my trades early, I'm going to leave so much profit on the table. Like, yeah, in hindsight, it looks like I'm stupid. But, like how was I supposed to know that we were going to reverse any of these points? Like, data lows and data highs are such a strong draw. Like, I'm confident until they get hit. And honestly, like, I still have some confidence this could hit because there's relative equal lows at a data low. This is Project X. You said back to break-even shop type day? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. I really gotta start. I gotta get ready for work and leave for work because I got work soon. But I do appreciate every single one of you guys stopping by. And in case you don't know, I do live trade every single week at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube. So if you like this, definitely come back next week every single day 9:30. You said we hit the lows on MNQ, but MNQ doesn't hold the higher power. NQ holds the higher power, right? Like if there's a data low, I'm paying attention to it on NQ. You said NQ doesn't. Is that affected? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, NQ is the one I pay attention to. MNQ is kind of like noise, if that makes sense. You said, what do you do for work, G? I work at a bank. You know, is this thing about to be nice to me and dump right before I go to work? I shouldn't even... There's no shot it's going to be nice to me. I wish I could get that video where I'm like, bang, just hit a video on live. Because I think I've done that once this whole month. Because I've actually only traded... I think I've won like one trade this whole month. Which sounds disgusting to say out loud, but... Well, I didn't trade the first week of the month. And then, I got some break evens. I got a lot of no trade days. You said, how much do you backtest? I mean, I don't backtest as much anymore. I mean, I've definitely backtested a lot. You said, have a nice weekend, but appreciate you stopping by, Night. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm a degenerate. I'm going to stay here for a couple more minutes. I really want to get that video of me saying, bang, just hit take profit. Because I think after I see this candle close, we might start dumping. You said, bro, that liquidity sweep. The liquidity sweep I'm looking at is for Asia high, actually. So we took out Asia high, like up here. Oh, no, I don't have time to sit here all day. You said no more hard drinking, all right? Yeah, sure. I'll keep it to a minimum. I really don't drink that much. You said January price action's cooked. January price action is so cooked. Like, I'm not going to lie. I'm still amazed. Like, I know we're probably going to hit it eventually, but how did we not hit data lows? Like, yeah, but as much as I want to stay here for longer, I can't be late for work. But yeah, you said set and forget. Yeah, that's what I got to do. So yeah, I'm going to end it here. So I do appreciate all you guys stopping by. I will be live again next week every single morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, trading just like I do. Honestly, if I feel up to it, I might do some backtesting stream this weekend as well. But I do appreciate every single one of you guys stopping by, and have an amazing weekend. Peace out.